Hey everyone, welcome back to my bathroom. I have been wanting to get on here and do a dry brushing demo by request from some folks in this group, and I apologize, it's taken me a little while to find the time and the space and the willingness to not have so many clothes on. It's been really chilly here. So normally I would not have any clothes on to do this, but to spare you all, I have some clothes on. So these are my dry brushing gloves, like the funny ones that Shannon showed on the call. And they fit on so you get your thumb and your index finger, and then the other three fingers go together. So then you look like an alien, and then the fun starts. Okay, so I had mentioned that you can kind of determine the energy that you want to bring into your self-massage by where you start. If it's in the morning and you want to bring some energy up, you're waking up for the day, you're going to start at your feet and work your way up. If it's towards the end of the day and you want to bring energy down, you're going to start up at the top of your body. So that's what I'm gonna do right now, is to start at the top. And I do my face. Some people don't, but I feel like it's nice. I don't do a lot of like skincare regimen stuff. I don't have all the products and the things and the stuff. But I do dry brush and I do oil. So I'm just gonna start by just gentle circular motions, and there's some great research out there that just shows stimulating the skin on the face is helpful. So, and then also brushing up, so you can give yourself like a little facelift just with the dry brushing. Then you can come down, and in general we want to think about moving everything towards the heart. So we're just moving lymph towards the heart. And then we come to the arms. So I mentioned doing circles on the joints and long strokes on the long bones. So this is what this looks like, is I'm going to go around the wrist, and then I'm going to do long strokes on the long bones here. This just my forearm, and I'm rotating it around and just getting some nice strokes. And then I'm going to go to my elbow, circling around the elbow, just bringing lubrication in there, and then long strokes on my upper arm, rotating it around. And then I also like to lift my arm up and sweep down through my armpit into my breast tissue, because this is where a lot of lymph stagnates. I don't know if you've ever had the experience when you get sick that your armpits hurt, like when your lymph nodes are swollen, but this helps clear them out. So we'll do the other side, wrists. And this, once you get kind of your rhythm and pattern down, it can go pretty quick. So I would say I often dry brush in like 2 minutes. It doesn't have to be a big investment of time and energy. And then pulling down. I often find too that this back, the skin on the back of the arm can get really bumpy. It's not often attended to, so that can be really nice. So we've got shoulders, and you can do shoulders and chest, and I do breasts too. So I do top and bottom on breast and other. These dry brushing gloves, when they come to you, say don't use them on your breasts, but there's so much research out there that says that breast tissue is very helpful for avoiding breast cancer. It's stagnation that's a problem. And so women who breastfeed are less likely to get issues with in their breasts. So I think it's a good idea to do the breasts. And then I do belly, do circles, and on my back body do up and down over my kidneys, and then hips and buttocks. So I'm showing you this with clothes on, but of course I would be doing it without clothes on. So with glutes, I do circles down into the thighs. And then I'll do my legs. Maybe I can just set my foot on the cabinet here. And then I'll do around my thighs here and kind of pulling things up, and then round on the knee and then down here and then around the ankle and then on the feet and ankles and heels. I've got tennis shoes on right now. Okay, so I do the other side. Do long strokes here, knee, and then down the calf and into the ankle and the foot. Nice. You can also do the bottoms of your feet if you'd like. So I generally do this earlier in the day. So I start at the feet, and I usually just do this standing. Let me see if I can just tilt this down a little bit more here. How do I do that? Oh, maybe this, oh, here, I can just do it with the tripod stand. Okay, so down at my feet, and I just go around my feet and then around my ankles and then pull up. And I can do both legs at the same time. Go around and then knees, backs of knees, and then pulling up. So I'm really pulling all the lymph up. Do booty, dance, yeah, and belly, and then pulling everything up towards the heart, because this is where it's gonna like pump through, circulate, get everything into the blood, and then the kidneys can take it all out. Yeah, and then coming to the arms. So it's just a really nice, you'll notice the quality of your skin changes as you dry brush. I noticed it especially on my arms and legs, which tend to, I have more dry skin issues, and they would get really dry. So, and kind of scaly and bumpy, and like, I don't have that anymore. So it's really nice to dry brush. So for detoxing, why it's a potential part of your detox experience is that detoxification can happen on lots of different levels. And the dry brushing is a nice way to detox gently through moving the lymph in your body, especially if you're not exercising as much, which hopefully you're not pushing yourself so hard this week for exercise. And dry brushing it's a great gentle detoxifier. It's really great to do, especially in the spring. That's when I learned to just do it in the spring when I first learned about dry brushing, and then I was like, I really like this. I'm going to do it year round, but I definitely do it more in the spring than in other times of the year. And then these can just go in the washing machine when you want to put them in there, and that's really up to you. I wash mine very infrequently. Some people wash theirs once a week or once a month or whatever. I just wash mine when I feel like they need it. And I probably dry brush a few times a week, not every single day. So there you go. Happy dry brushing. Post any questions you have below this video and let me know what I left out, what I can answer. You can add oil to your skin after you dry brush. So what I often do is I will dry brush, shower, and then put oil on my skin. And I can actually just show you, I keep my oil in this little blue glass pump bottle. And I just use the ashwagandha bala oil that you can get from Banyan, and I put some essential oils in it that makes it a really nice scent. And so I just have that on the counter, so when I get out of the shower, I can just rub that on my body. So it's kind of like getting 2 massages. It's really like one of the best things you can do for yourself, for your skin, for your immunity, for supporting yourself health wise, like a nice healthy support, but it's also one of the best things you can do to create a really healthy relationship with your body, that you're actually touching and nourishing every part of your body as you're lovingly attending to it. So really such a shift that can happen when we attend to these body vessels, the Annamaya Kosha, that we are housed in for this lifetime. And it deserves a lot of praise and nourishment. So I look forward to hearing you all's questions from this, and I'll talk to you soon. Happy detoxing.